Greetings, dear ones, and welcome to the Medium channel, where we bring you the spirituality behind the message and assist you in the awakening process. And I will give the live people just a minute or two to get their notifications. This is a largely unannounced event. I'm just kind of coming on right now, so there won't be too many live people. Chances are you're seeing this as a video. But in any event, welcome. However, you're watching this, or whenever you're watching this, if you're new, please let us know where you're from. You give us a shout out, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this family, part of this community. So in any event, we have a really another really powerful full moon coming up, and that's happening on Wednesday, on the 13th. Wednesday is the 13th, right? So that's happening Wednesday on the 13th in Eastern time. I don't have the exact times. It's roughly 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's in 21 degrees Capricorn. That's important. And I'm going to explain why that is in a minute. And I'm going to explain the 5 things that we need to know about this full moon. So before actually, let me just let you guys know that Wednesday evening I'm going to be doing some channeling with the master teachers and the archangels. I'm not sure which archangel or angels are going to come through yet, as part of our full moon upgrades that we do every month here. So that's going to be Wednesday 7 here on the Medium channel. So going back to the new moons set the template for the entire lunar cycle. I will, when this becomes a video, I'll pin in the comments how you can get the new moon forecast, because that information is also going to be very relevant for this full moon. And I have some notes also. So the energies tends to culminate on the full moon, and then the effect of the full moon is going to be with us for the next 2 weeks until we come into the next lunar cycle. So that's first thing to know. And we talk, like I said, there's another live stream. I don't want to talk too much about that, but get into the 5 things that we need to know. So number one is practical intuition. And this is a super moon. In fact, this is the closest full moon of the entire year. So it's only a few hours off the perigee, which is the closest point of the lunar orbit. So when the moon is closer, the effects are greater. It is at 21 degrees Capricorn. 21 is very fortuitous, and I'll explain that in a minute. But what that's going to do, it's going to allow that very powerful full moon energy, which is about intuition, it's about reflectivity, it's the element of water, the element of flow. And it's going to allow us to apply to this very grounded earth sign, which is Capricorn, which is the mountain goat. And um, and money, that's part of the Capricorn energy also. And we have to understand that money is still virtually unlimited. It's just that many of the channels are that we've been used to receiving money are getting closed. And what we're going to need to do is be able to think outside of the box, and be and actually uh, Uranus placement, and how that aligns with the North and the South Node are going to be really helpful in that effect. But the idea is that we need to learn how to think outside of the box, understand that things that used to work don't work the way that they used to. And we have to apply our intuition in terms of making the proper adjustments in our physical lives, whether that's money, whether that's work, whatever it is. And we remember that the physical world is the gateway to the spiritual. So by mastering the physical, that's how we expand it into the higher realms of of reality. So this this full moon energy is going to give us a big boost in that direction. Let me just check my notes, make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, be innovative. That's the main thing. The main thing is allow the intuitive moon to vibrate into the practical. Also, the sign Capricorn is learning how to utilize things. The key word is I use. So learning to understand and master the physical is part of the Capricorn energy. It's Saturn ruled. So there's a lot of learning. There's a lot of lessons. There's a lot of karmic growth associated with that. But it's a very successful energy. And if you're able to allow your intuition to guide you through making proper changes and adjustments in your physical life, then you're going to be very successful. So that's number one. So I see a few people are coming on. So welcome to the people that have found me. Okay, so the second thing to know is that we get a nice spiritual awakening boost from this full moon, especially in law of attraction work. Again, reasons being Capricorn is this very successful earth sign that Saturn ruled. It's at 21 degrees. That's Jupiter ruled degree point, and it aligns in Chaldean numerology with success, with good fortune, and it's also aligned with key 21, the world card in the tarot. So very good energy for manifesting on the physical, using spiritual. Remember, work with the heart, expand the heart, and feel like it's already happening. Taste it, feel it, know it, experience it on all levels of your being, and allow the energies to ground. So let me check my notes again. Allows for greater potential for transmuting energy into matter. That's important. So this is allowing us greater potential for transmuting energy, because everything's energy, into transmuting matter. So we can do that with our minds and our energies. And spiritual practices towards awakening are going to get a big boost. So that's number two. Number three is deceptions in the systems are likely to fall down. Now, for those of you that did not check out Charita Starr summer forecast, she explains key points 3 and 4 very well in the segment on the full moon. So deception in the systems will fall down, especially here in the United States, because we're in our Pluto return, and Saturn and Pluto placements are important during the Saturn guided full moon. And also the did I write this down? No, I didn't. But the way that the I think it's Uranus hits the nodes that's in God, I may be getting the wrong planet. I should have conferred with my ephemeris before. But the point being is that there is energy that is allowing for the system to start to crumble. I'm pretty sure it's Uranus squaring the full and the new moon, yeah, because that because a full moon is a lunar opposition. And we have to understand astrology and numerology are basically giving us something that we can look at to understand the energies. First and foremost, use your intuition. Whatever you feel you should do, you should do. Whatever you feel is coming through, trust that. But this by understanding the astrological numerological timing is important in terms of applying your intuition and applying your energy in the best possible way. Something else is that this can affect, because of the Capricorn supermoon, really affect the Earth and the magnetic structure of the Earth. In other words, earthquakes, volcanoes are likely to increase. We're probably going to see something in the next 2 weeks. It could be in the American West. It could be in Southern Europe. These are the two areas that Spirit was kind of showing me. So that's 3. So the money, the systems, like the money systems, the government systems, a lot that's not in integrity and not for the highest good is going to take a hit. It's going to start to fall down. This energy will expose and bring down systems not in full integrity. And that's that. So number 4 is to be adaptive. Being fluidity is the key. And Sharita again explained this very well. Now, incidentally, July has been very action packed. We had one of the British prime ministers step down amid scandal. We were seeing arrests happening. Some of this stuff is already happening. In my July, I'll pin this to the comments too. But in my July forecast that I made at the end of June, I told you guys that a major world leader was going to step down, possibly Biden, more likely in Great Britain or another country. And then in December, for my 2022 predictions, the first thing I said for July was a major world leader is going to be is going to step down, either the American president or British prime minister. So that one, spirit, gave me the right information on that one, and it's on the channel. So it's happening. So all the stuff is happening. So as systems fall and everything changes, and there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of control, there's an awakening that's happening. There are forces that are trying to obstruct the awakening because it's not good for their business. We must be adaptive. There's something happening. There's a big alignment happening on August 1st. And again, Sharita explained that in detail in the astrology and numerological forecast for the summer. But supplies are almost certainly to slow down to a crawl. Food, all that stuff. We have to be adaptive. The way money is being made, the way it's flowing is changing. Everything is changing. But the thing is, the moon is water, right? Water is flow, water is fluid. So we have to tap into that beautiful Capricorn full moon energy and allow the flowing nature of water to flow through our lives, to be adaptive. We can't get hung up on our survival issues. We can't get hung up on being in victim mentality or feeling sorry for ourselves or blaming other people. We need to channel our energy into being adaptive and to being open intuitively, using that intuitive moon to apply it to the physical. We need to be open to that and allow spirit to guide us, because these are the best of times, but things are going to fall down. Systems are going to fall down. It's going to be hard. We have to be fluid. We have to be adaptable. And the fifth thing that I wrote down, which has kind of been an ongoing theme, is that we've got to choose. We've got to make the choice. Are we going to go more with mainstream, or are we going to tune into this more spiritually oriented alternative society that's developing? So we're coming into a dual society. Mars is going to be in Gemini for 7 months. Part of that's in retrograde. That's duality. There's a lot of science to that. There's the whole concerns about the metaverse, about interfacing with technology. And we know that we can connect with spirit directly. We don't need technology to do that. Technology can be used or can be abused. It can be a really, really good thing. But we must make our choices. Old friends are going to fall away. Find your community. Find those people that are aligned with your spiritual thinking and ideologies, so we can support one another. So choices must be made. Friend, even relationships and partners will end if there's not alignment. It's going to be harder and harder to stay in situations that are not of your spiritual integrity. So anyhow, yes, very good. Phoenix rising high. Yes. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Queen of Wands. Hi, Sirius and Sharon and Pauline and Kelly and anybody that I missed. So somewhere on my notes, I have a few exercises down. I think I grabbed the wrong sheet of paper anyways. Oh, well, be that as it may. So my notes for that are somewhere in another room, but here's the deal. Here's a couple things to do. One, always practice presence, always practice meditation. And as you're doing your presence work, and I've just explained this before, but it's very important now. Feel the expansion and contraction. We want to create those energy waves. So as you get very present and meditate, just kind of feel expansive, feel contracting. Inhale, feel yourself gently expand. Exhale, feel your energy fields gently contract, and allow energy to move through that way. That'll do two things. One, it'll help you to maintain the state of presence longer, because there's a gentle focal point with that. And two, it helps to move energy. This is a big purging process. This big full moon can purge a lot of emotional stuff, a lot of blocked energy in the chakras and the energy fields in the aura from childhood, from other lifetimes, from ancestry, from the control system, from all of that. So practice that, double down on your meditation. And the other thing they were saying is start to be aware of energy more, start to feel the flow. And I've been doing this a long time. As soon as I stop thinking, I feel the buzz. And sometimes I feel and see immense white light over me. And then my ears start to buzz in a very high pitch. And what I do is I allow that energy to come into my chakras, particularly my heart. And when I do this, I start to feel like my bones start to reset and crack. I mean, the energy is really powerful. I mean, these may be the master teachers working with me, but they're working with you too. And there's an infinite number of expressions that spirit can take in order to work with you and to serve you. But the idea is to get really still and try to tap into the flow. You know, remember, this is the super full moon, the flow, water, all that stuff. Remember that and take advantage of that and use that. And just consciously allow the energy to flow through you and clear through things. The only thing is you've got to be okay with discomfort, because as you start to allow energy to flow, it starts to release blockages. Blockages are often suppressed traumas. They're all programs. They go against your nature spirit, but they tap into your survival instincts, meaning that they're very, very hard to dislodge, because part of our subconscious believes we need that to survive. So there's resistance. Resistance causes discomfort. You must learn, if you haven't already, now's the time to be okay with discomfort, to learn how to sit through anxiety rather than grab a cigarette or a beer or a joint or whatever, however you deal with it. Even physical pain, learn how to transcend that. You can do that through your breath and your presence. That's the exercise they want to give us. That's the knowledge they want to give us at this time. So in any event, that's what I have for you today. Have a really, really happy full moon. You know, remember to apply these things and you're going to be fine. This is a big step in the awakening. The main thing is, remember, think outside the box, be innovative, allow your intuition. How did I word that? Practical intuition. That's what a Capricorn full moon is about, especially a supermoon. I love you, and I will see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time, channeling and upgrades with the master teachers and the archangels. I love you. Thank you. Bye.